everyone, and welcome to the second installment of stuff that people used during the Civil War to, kill people. In the last episode of this little series, we covered all the handheld weapons that people found very useful to go murder people. Yay! But, you know what else was very useful? Cannons! Imagine blowing somebody up, maybe blowing an entire house up with only one shot. That's what a cannon is. Now, during the American Civil War, a bunch of cannons were used, which then killed a lot of people. Probably the most famous one would be the Napoleon Cannon, which was named after Napoleon III, the very not like his uncle Napoleon. Yes, Napoleon III is related to Napoleon Bonaparte, but I'm pretty sure you can tell the difference between a weenie who lost against Prussia and a guy who conquered all of Europe. You can tell the difference, right? Now, if you know anything about the Napoleon Cannon, it wasn't really the best cannon. I mean, its range of shooting was about, you could shoot it all the way across. If you shoot from the Chrysler Building towards Grand Central, yeah, that's how far the Napoleon can shoot. But you know what is good? The Napoleon cannons could shoot more different types of ammunition. For example, the normal solid shot, basically, is big balls made of pure metal, iron, and comes in and destroys a fortification. But something else that it can shoot are canister shots. Now, just imagine one of those cans that you put beans inside. Now make it bigger, and then stuff a bunch of iron musket balls inside of it. Boom! You got a canister shot. You place it in a cannon, fire it, and the canister part blows up, launching all the musket balls everywhere and murdering a bunch of people. But another thing that you must know about is the new cannon. Now, these new cannons have a bunch of different names. For example, the 12-pounder howitzers, which had just been invented. Now, 12-pounder howitzers could shoot much more far. Think about shooting the Empire State Building from Central Park. That is the 12-pounder howitzer. But that isn't very impressive, and to this day, we still have howitzers that can shoot much further. Think New York City to Los Angeles. A fourth of that. That's how much it can shoot. Woo! That's very far, but that's modern day, not the Civil War. Let's get back to it. Another invention was something that can shoot even further and even better with even more shots, with a higher range and easier to reload, and it's very easy to load it. So, the Napoleon Cannon, what you had to do is you took a container, shoved it into the barrel of the cannon for 5 minutes, and then take it out, check if there's any gunpowder left, and go. Okay, good. After 7 minutes of doing that, all you gotta do is take the solid shot, put it in, and then spend 10 minutes shoving it in. And then you gotta open a little hatch, stick a little string down with a needle on it, stab where the gunpowder would be, and then close it. Make sure that everything is good. Then you need to set a fire to your firing thing, and then finally blow on it until it's real hot. Then you can fire. That's complicated, right? That means you can only fire like once every 1 hour. Ugh, boring. So the new cannons actually fired literally 4 shots 1 minute, which I'd say is pretty impressive. Instead of doing all the normal stuff, you just put all the gunpowder in a little sandbag-like thing. Shove it in, put the cannon in, just hit it a few times, and then all you need to do is stick the needle down and put the firing thing in, and BOOM! And pull it out and fire! Easy, right, guys? Yes, it was a major improvement. But, these cannons I cannot cover them without talking about the ammunition that was used. Welcome to the ammunition that was used during the American Civil War for those cannons. The most famous one is the solid shot, which I already covered. You probably know what it is. It's basically about this big and was a big iron ball. So yes, it was pretty simple, guys. But you know another weapon that they used? It was called the parrot shell. Now, what a parrot shell would do was when it hits, it explodes and kills a lot of people. Simple. The regular shell also killed a lot of people, but did not spread as much shrapnel. It only killed mainly for the explosive blast. But the parrot, the shrapnel's flying everywhere. And then, of course, there's the canister shot, which are very effective at short range. It could cut down many troops and many horses, even both of them at the same time, aka what's more common. Now, those are the main types of ammunition. Hold on. Canister rounds. They fire multiple bullets in one shot, but they need to reload after that and then fire. Couldn't there be a weapon that shoots bullets every single millisecond and takes like 1 minute to reload? Lucky for you, my friend. Here is the Gatling gun. Now, they do not really have a Maxim gun now, so they basically had the Gatling gun. Now, a Gatling gun is an 8-barreled, yes, just imagine a bunch of 8 pipes stacked together in a little ball. And that's basically it. It would fire out about 400 rounds a minute, which is hella fast at the time, and will kill hundreds of people every minute. So, yes. It was pretty useful. The only downside was that, it was like, it's like basically artillery. Some people decided to fix that by attaching wheels, but just imagine a machine gunner walking around with his Maxim and firing like this. That's not gonna work. And plus, it would be an easy target. Have you ever seen a Gatling gun? It's literally golden. Even in the smoke, the sun is going to be shining on the golden stuff and bringing out that light, and it's going to get the people killed, whoever is driving the machine gun. So yes, that was the only downside. And now that you know everything about the machine guns, the cannons, and the artillery shells that were used, I'd like to conclude this episode of How to Kill People During 1860 to 1865, and I'll see you in the next episode. Unless it's a change of schedule, because tomorrow we will be starting our second episode of Kenny Saw. But I'll see you the day after that. Woo!